3 years ago on a sweaty summer day, Philip DeFranco had the thought, what if I created a YouTube channel where I could just play video games and talk about Battlestar Galactica at work?
Then Steve, Meg, and Trisha thought, fuck that. Nah, just kidding. They thought, what if it was more than gaming and Battlestar? What if we went head-to-head in gaming?
What if we also had the opportunity to talk about movies and TV shows? How about sourcing nerd news that mattered to us?
Maybe we could teach each other how to play our favorite board games. Or we showcased the dopest collectibles and taught you about the savviest tech.
What if we had a club where we watched anime together? And maybe something to even help us step out of our comfort zone.
All these ideas collided in the best, craziest way, and SourceFedNERD was born. Steve, Meg, and Trish were our pioneers, our nerd OGs.
They paved the way for SourceFedNERD. They went on countless literal adventures, like at conventions where they showcased cosplays, interviewed our heroes, and embarrassed themselves for everyone's viewing pleasure.
And we followed suit. We even got animated, thanks to Andre. His pure talent gave us even more dimension and showed us what we looked like from his ridiculous and hilarious perspective.
As the channel grew, it evolved, and so did the hosts. In 2014, Reina and I, Sam Basher, officially joined the nerd team.
And then came a time for our OGs to move on.
And then in 2015, I joined SourceFedNERD, and that's how we came to be.
I took over the gaming and anime realm.
I analyzed and broke down superheroes and comics,
while I schooled you all on Star Wars and took us on a wild D&D ride.
The channel developed even more. We wanted more from the nerd world. That's when I started Anime 101, where I got to explain weird stuff that happens in anime to make it less weird, but instead I made it even weirder. Then we wanted to take it a step further and expand on broader nerd subjects.
That's when I started making my Superhero 101s. These gave me the chance to learn more about the comic book characters that I love and share their wildest and weirdest stories with you. Remember that time when I listed off all the speedsters in DC Comics? That sure was a nightmare. Before we knew it, the 101s became their own show, and now we have an array of hosts diving deep into their favorite topics. Then we took it a step further and created Superhero Roundup, an interactive podcast where Matt, DJ, and myself talk about all things Marvel and DC with all of you. But really, it was just a chance for me to create an hour-long podcast where I could talk about The Flash. Nobody seemed to notice, though.
Then at the end of 2015, my fantasy dreams, read persistent nagging, finally paid off with the introduction of SourceFed's Dungeons & Dragons. That's what it's called, yet it plays out more like a storytelling RPG with a D20. But where's the ring in that? I took the role of DM, but instead of being Dungeon Master, I became the Moderator. By my command, adventurers have explored all over Iridel, trying to complete their quests filled with perils and many laughs.
And now we're about to hit 1 million subscribers. What's great about YouTube is that you get to see a full timeline of the channel's progress in video form.
We get to see how we changed, grew, and accomplished so much. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing.
1 million isn't just a number. It isn't just a milestone. It's all of you. From all of us at SourceFedNERD, thank you.
And here's to 1 million more.